What's up, guys? OC to the Extreme here with a product review for you. So a couple months ago I bought a hard drive caddy for my Dell Latitude E6410. This hard drive caddy replaces the optical drive, which I have right here, so you can have a second drive in your optical drive bay. And this hard drive caddy is one of the only ones with a working locking module with Dell, similar to the one on their OEM drive. So the guys at NewModeUS, thanks a lot to them, sent me a couple products to test out. I have a silicone cover for a drive, this case to store two drives at once, and most interestingly, this cable, which is an eSATA cable, and plugs directly into the back of one of these drives. There is a power and SATA connection right here. There's also the same on this, and just plugs right in. It works for any drive that fits into this Dell bay, such as this drive or the hard drive caddy that I have right here. So this product is very useful just in case something goes wrong. If your Dell crashes or your primary drive has some issues, you can just take out this drive, put on this cable, and put it on another computer, like the desktop I have, which also is eSATA compatible. Also, you can use this optical drive without repeatedly swapping bays. And that's going to be a great thing for me, as that's what I've been doing for the past couple of months. I've been using this drive. So now I'm going to show you the speed benefits of using eSATA. So I have an eSATA port on this computer. It is on the bottom left. It's also a USB port. So I'm going to plug this drive in. You see it flash red, and there are these two indicator lights on the top showing that it is plugged in and working. So my drive is encrypted with TrueCrypt, and here is the enter password dialog that you get normally when you start up. So I will do that, and let's run some tests. So this is Crystal Disk Mark right here. I'll run it live for you, and we are going to test the M drive, and I'm going to have to restart the program as I have just plugged in a new drive. So hold on a second. Right here, now we're going to test the drive letter M, which is the drive that is just connected right here. So we're going to test 1000 megabytes, and we're going to test all, and let it go. Okay, so I've just completed the test, and while the camera's off, I also changed it to only two-step in order to save some time. So across the board for sequential read and write, we have about a 70 megabyte per second average, which is pretty good, much better than the maybe 10 to 15 max sustain you're going to get with any USB drive. And for the 512K read and write, we have a big difference. We have about 29 read, and we have about 50 write. So that is still pretty impressive for an external drive, how this is operating right now. So now I'm going to take out the drive from the external bay, and we're going to run a test with it in the actual computer's SATA controller. So the drive is right here. All I'm going to do is hit my shortcut to dismount a TrueCrypt drive. I'm just going to unplug it like that. So now we're going to put it back into the computer's actual SATA controller by slipping it into this optical drive bay here and locking it right there. As we see, the TrueCrypt message has popped up again, and I will enter my password. And now we're going to run the exact same test on that drive. So I'll be back in a second with the results. Okay, we're done with the test with the computer's actual SATA controller internally, and here are the results. They're pretty similar, except for signs show that actually the drive is faster through the eSATA port. And this is sort of to be expected, as the CD SATA drive ports on most computers run at a reduced speed and priority compared to other SATA controllers, such as the primary drive and in some cases the eSATA port. So this is a pretty remarkable result. So overall, I think the product is a good purchase for anyone who is using one of these computers and has a need for the optical drive, another external drive, or just for backup. I'm taking out the drive again just to show how really easy it is, and I'm going to leave it right here. So this cable can do a lot for you if you are one that uses a lot of peripherals. You can easily swap bays to plug in just by sticking this on the back and plugging it into your computer. You can plug it into another computer with an eSATA port and just use it as a regular drive, which could save you some time and money in case you don't have something like an optical drive for a computer, like an ultra portable laptop, an 11-inch computer. And you can actually use this now as an external drive bay. You can just switch out the hard drive right here, use this as an enclosure instead of your typical USB 2 enclosure, and get much faster transfer speeds. One more thing I would like to note about the product is that at the end there are these screw posts which actually screw directly into the points on the hard drive. There's a hole here and there's a hole here, and once you stick this on, they directly fit in, and you can just tighten this in case you're using it for an extended period of time, just for your data safety. This product is fairly cheap on NewModeUS's website. You can get it for probably around $15. So I would suggest, number one, if you're interested in using a second optical or second hard drive in your computer, solid state drive or something, storage device, such as for RAID if your computer supports it. Like this computer supports RAID 1 mirroring, except for I don't really have a need for that right now, so I'm just using it 2 separate drives. You want more storage for something like your documents, music, movies, and files, so when you transfer hard drives, you don't have to copy everything over and it's all in one central location. Or you want another drive for security, as in to save everything else, then you can easily pull it out when there's an emergency. Then you should definitely go online to NewModeUS and see what type of products they have for which computers and see if they fit your needs. They definitely fit my needs, and these for me are highly recommended products as they have boosted my productivity working with large media files, games, and documents a whole lot over the past few months. So this is OC2 Extreme. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out these products if you need any type of new storage in your optical drive bay for your computer.